Yo, what's happening, people? Okay, we are live right now, live from the village right now. It is 8:42 in the PM right now. It is the 20th of February 2023 right now. It is movie night right now, Monday movie night right now. We're about to watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit from 1988 right now. It is an hour 43 minutes. It is described as a mystery, film noir, comedy, crime parody right now, and it stars a legendary Bob Hoskins. All right, so it is on Disney Plus. If you have Disney Plus, get it ready on Zero, or if you have it on VHS, if you have it on DVD, if you have it on Blu-ray, if you have it on Laserdisc, or any which way you have it, get it ready on Zero. Start moving it a little bit. But if you don't have it, don't have any kind of access to it, that's all cool. You can still come along and have some fun. But yeah, that is what we are about to do. So let me switch over to this screen and chat for a little bit. Let me put the light on, actually. There we go. So you know what, I've been playing around with some things. So I've added this feature to my Stream Deck, which is pretty cool. I could kind of zoom in like that, just real quick. Nani? I like that. That's a pretty cool feature. I've been trying to play around with some of the features that it has and seeing which ones. That's the only one that well, it's not the only one, but that's the only one that I've added that does anything that affects the stream. I did add another one which that runs a speed test, but it doesn't show the results on screen. It just like puts the results on the pad itself. It's still pretty cool, you know, quick way of running a speed test for your internet. But yeah, that's the only one that I've added so far. I'm not sure how I'm gonna use this. You know, maybe just every now and then I might just go. In fact, you know, I probably should have added like a button to that, like a sound option to that. So anytime I press it, it makes a noise from a Home Improvement. I think I might do that actually. Add the sound option, add a sound effect to it. Anyway, so yeah, we'll start moving a little bit. Yo, Alan Evans, AE in the place to be. What up, homie? How you doing, man? How is you doing? How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. We're about to watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's going alright though. You know what? So we are in February. It's the last week of February. It's the last week of February, isn't it? 20th now, because there's only like 28 days in February. Okay, not quite the last week, but pretty much anyway. Almost in the last week of February. Anyway, it's at the point of the year where I'm in the last kind of stretch of the month, of the year, sorry, where I could earn for the year. Okay, that probably made no sense. So being self-employed, I have to pay attention to when the financial year ends, which is the 5th of April, right? So the financial year ends on the 5th of April, which means this is kind of the last, from here on out, this is pretty much the last kind of stretch of about a month and maybe 2-ish weeks to have as big a earning as possible to try and end the year as financially strong as possible. So that's kind of the frame of mind that I'm in right now, trying to make some bucks. But I did add this to I don't know if you saw this, but I did add this to my my stream decks. Watch this. A little zoom thing. I need to add a sound effect to it though. That's what I think I need to do next. Add a sound effect to this. Like, I think that'd be pretty cool. But yes, yeah, so that's kind of my mindset right now, being a last stretch to make as much money as I can to end the year as financially strong as possible. And then from the 6th of April is the new financial year. So similar sort of thing, but trying to start the new year on a financially strong as possible. That way, I could hopefully have some good momentum going into the next fiscal year. Was doing okay till I saw that my live stream got blocked worldwide because of some copyrighted music in the game. Oh snap! So now I gotta try and remove the music from my vid. Hopefully unblock it. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to remove the music. I'm sure you know about the YouTube edit feature, right? Where you just kind of go into the stream afterwards and click on the edit button. And in fact, you don't even need to do that. You could go to it, because when you get a copyright issue, it has a link that takes you right to the section of the video where the issue is. The only thing is that because it is a live stream, and I think you were streaming for a few hours, weren't you? You have to wait till the video is rendered, or was it called, not rendered, what do they call it, processed? Yeah, you have to wait till it's done that, and that can take a while. So yeah, it might be a case of like, come back tomorrow, and then yeah, just click the bit that takes you to that video, that section of the video, and yeah, remove it or whatever you need to do. But yeah, no, that's happened a few times. It kind of sucks because it's fine to stream the game, but yeah, sometimes games have music in there where the rules are a little bit different. And it's just how copyright law works, you know. It's just, it kind of sucks. Like some parts, something might be fine, but other parts might not be fine. And yeah, but yeah, you should be able to remove it without too many issues. But yeah, just waiting for it to render and go back into the video, maybe tomorrow or the next day or something. But yeah, and I've been, what have I been doing today? So yeah, I've been doing some driving work in the morning, and then I actually finished editing the video. I finished editing it yesterday, but I uploaded it today. So that's over on the movie channel. So it's called Solo. It's called Why Solo: A Star Wars Story Is Trash. And I don't know if you've seen Solo: A Star Wars Story, but if you haven't, it is actually one of the best of Star Wars movies. But nevertheless, I'm talking about why it's trash. I'm talking about what it got wrong, what doesn't make sense. But yeah, that video's up. Feature alter, music off in games. I mean, yeah, that's, I mean, some games, I think modern games pretty much give you that option. But I think the problem with that though is you kind of ruin the experience for yourself a little bit, I feel, because part of the game is the music, part of how you experience the game is the audio, the sound, and if you turn it off, then it's like you're only experiencing parts of the game and not fully what it's supposed to be doing. Like the music creates a feeling, it creates an atmosphere. So yeah, I mean, I get it, but I mean, it shouldn't block the stream while your stream while it's live though, or did it? It's just, you know, I don't know. I mean, it sucks. And depending on the type of game you're playing, like some games, like for example, Burnout Paradise, or say GTA, for example. GTA has loads of licensed music in it. So something like that could be a nuisance because, but if you have like a 2-hour live stream of GTA, you're probably going to have at least 15, 20 different copyright claims on your video. But yeah, I don't know, maybe turn it off for streaming, but then if you're playing just regular, remember to turn it back on. But yeah, it's a tricky one because the music is part of the game experience, you know. Is it just that one song, by the way? Or is it like a whole bunch of different songs that got claimed? So after, okay, yeah, okay, that's not too bad then. Then yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on how many videos, how many songs are being claimed, and how frequently those songs appear in the game. Let's see songs that got blocked in the game. Man, that sucks. That sucks. But yeah, man. Speaking of YouTube, actually, did you hear the big news about YouTube? Susan Wojcicki, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but is now the former CEO of YouTube. So she stepped down as CEO of YouTube. I believe they have announced a replacement. I can't remember what the guy's name is though. But yeah, Susan Wojcicki is no longer the CEO of YouTube. She stepped down. I think it was like a couple of days ago. It was over the weekend, I think it was. So yeah, that's pretty big news for YouTube. Yo, what up, Ken? Kenny G and a place to be. We're just talking about YouTube. The CEO of YouTube, or the former CEO now of YouTube, Susan Wojcicki, she stepped down, I think, over the weekend. So they have announced a new CEO, but yeah, I just can't remember the dude's name. I haven't heard that. Yeah, so there could be some big changes coming to YouTube. I mean, they haven't said anything yet, of course, but new CEO usually means new ways of doing things. So there could possibly be some big changes coming to YouTube, and if so, good changes, bad changes, I guess we have to wait and see. Yeah, this movie's a classic, man. 1980. I remember seeing this movie for the first time like years ago. I not when it came out, I'm sure, but maybe a few years after it came out, I think. But yeah, I've seen this maybe like in total 2, maybe 3 times. But yeah, this is a classic. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, based on a comic apparently, which I've not read. Did you hear about Roald Dahl? I did not hear about Roald Dahl. Should I have heard about Roald Dahl? I mean, didn't he pass away a long time ago? Is he still making news after from the grave? Oh wait, I think I see it. Rishi Sunak slams woke publishers rewriting Roald Dahl books. Rishi Sunak has read the riot acts to woke publishers rewriting Roald Dahl books, telling them not to gobblefunk the author's words. Excuse me. Censorship of Roald Dahl's books is extremely sinister. Sky News contributor Dominique Samuel says It's extremely sinister that people are going so far as to edit out parts of work deemed offensive. That, yeah, you know what? There's very few things I'd probably agree with a Tory on, but this is one of them. That is not a good idea. That is not a good idea. Those books were written in all their beauty and ugliness at the time they were written, and to go in and edit them, no, that is not a good idea. Because I get it. There's certain things in those books that people are offended by now. That's how culture kind of changes over time. It is what it is. I say people aren't allowed to be offended. Of course they are, but at the same time, you don't get to edit somebody else's work, because then for one thing, it's not what you wrote. You know, it just wouldn't be what he wrote. It'd be somebody else's somebody else. Like if somebody else wants to write a book and do whatever, then cool. But to edit somebody else, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. And these are publishers apparently, so it's not just like some random person. These are actual book publishers. Censored all the offensive trigger words in his books. Yeah, no, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, Puffin as well. Yeah, they're one of the bigger publishers. He weighed in after Puffin Books altered passages deemed offensive, including removing the word fat when describing Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's Augustus Gloop. No, come on now. Come on now. I mean, if they were to say something like, look, they don't, I mean, I don't know. There's so many different, so many new children's books these days. Like there are so many new children's authors right now. If people wanna give kids other books to read, then cool. Like that, I feel like that's fine. You know, give them other books to read. That if they think these ones aren't appropriate for kids these days, I don't want to speak too much, but that's going to depend on whatever, right? But to edit, nah, I can't be on board with editing somebody else's work. That's not cool at all. To go words like fan, ugly, crazy, mad. Nah, I think that's a terrible idea. That's a terrible idea. There's plenty of other books you can give people to read if you don't want to read them these ones, but to edit those books, nah. I did when I was a kid. Yeah, in fact, maybe not just when I was a kid actually. I think the last Roald Dahl book I read was probably Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Might be actually, come to think, it might be the only Roald Dahl book I read. I think everything else I probably just watched the movie version. Twits, Matilda, yeah, the Witches, yeah, BFG, yeah, he wrote a lot of stuff, man. But nah, I can't be on board with that. I can't be on board with that. I did not play the Roger Rabbit game on NES. No, matter of fact, I'm not sure I even knew one existed. Apparently there was a Roger Rabbit game. I did not know that. On NES as well, okay. Well, to be fair, I didn't have a NES, so that could be why I never knew it. Let's look at some pictures of it now. Alright, cool. Again, detective could punch women. They wouldn't talk to him afterwards, but you could punch anyway. Well, yeah, I mean, if you punch somebody, of course they're not going to talk to you afterwards. That doesn't make sense, right? Don't be mean to people. By the way, so Kenneth and Alan. I was trying to think if Alan's short for anything. I don't think it is it? Or is it? Is Alan short for something? Like, Ken is short for Kenneth, right? Or, you know, Kendra, depending on, you know, things. But Alan, I don't think Alan is short for something. Or is it? The women say, what a rude man you are, and then ignore you. Nice. That just makes sense. But yeah, Ken and Al. So I'm not sure you would have known this because you weren't in the last stream, but that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, there's been kind of a decision being made. So for movie nights, or Monday movie nights, is going to be a little bit different. Whereas it's going to be alternating between movies and TV shows. So one week we watch a movie, next week we do a few episodes of a TV show, and then back to a movie the following week, and then the week after that be the next set of episodes of that TV show, and then until the season's done, then we pick another TV series to watch. That's the plan for the next maybe couple of a month or two. The reason why I say that is because at some point, and hopefully in that kind of time frame, I'll be able to do each weekly. So like Monday movie nights, and then maybe Tuesday TV nights, and do that every week, and then like Thursday, Friday gaming. So that's it. So the current plan is alternate between alternate Mondays between movies and TV shows, but eventually, hopefully, God willing, in the coming futures, I'll be able to be like, okay, one day for movies, one day for TV shows, and then other days for video games, and try to do that. I did go to Pakistan. Yes, I went to Pakistan in January, end of January. It was between the 25th of January and the 30th of January. Yo, what up, Jakes? But yeah, I went to Karachi in Pakistan. And you know what's crazy actually, because like I got back from Karachi on the 30th, and I swear just in the news I've been seeing all kinds of madness going on in Karachi. Like there's been bare attacks on like police stations and stuff like that, and I'm like, yo, I was literally just there. That is mad. That is mad. Like, I mean, but, and then of course the way I went to Karachi, like it was a connecting flight, so I got a flight from London to Istanbul, and then from Istanbul to Karachi, and then Karachi back to Istanbul, then Istanbul back to London, and then of course there's a earthquake that's happening in Turkey and Syria. So it's like, man, I was like just there though, and I know it's not like, I don't know, man, it's just crazy to think about. It's literally like just in these places, and I'm just coming back, and it's like madness, you know. Little Jake's in the place. All right, we're gonna start the movie soon. Been rambling for a little bit now. So yeah, it is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. If you have it on DVD, Blu-ray, VHS, or any other way, get it ready on Zero. If you have Disney Plus, it is available on that. Get it ready on Zero. But of course, if you don't have any of that, it's all good. You can still watch along and have some fun. But yeah, get it ready on Zero. If you do have access to it, I'll start the movie in just a moment or two. Yo, Brax Bivy, the place to bivy. You left at the right time. Yeah, for real, man. Wow. I guess I got out before some of the madness happened, but it's just, well, of course, it's a shame people are going through it, but yeah, it's just mad. Like, just left and all this goes. No, I don't have family there, Ken. I went because I wanted to experience a culture that's very different to what I'm used to. And Pakistan has been on my list of places to go to for a long time, and with the pandemic and everything, I was just didn't get to travel when I wanted to, and now that that's kind of, I don't want to say, well, not over, right? It's still still around to some degree. But now that it's kind of calmed down a bit and we're able to travel a bit more freely, I was like, you know what, I could afford it. I've got some money. Let's go. I needed a holiday. So yeah, that's why I went. No, I did like it there. It was pretty cool. I had a good time. I was only there for a few days, but still had a good time. Ate lots of food, lots of great food. Saw some cool stuff. Went around. Definitely had some eye-opening experiences because, like, you know, there's a lot of poverty out there. And of course, I know there's poor people everywhere. So it's not like I've never seen poor people before. Come on, right? But at the same time, the poverty there is just so it's on a level that I'm not used to, and I guess that's a privilege that we have that we don't necessarily realize. But yeah, when you see it firsthand, yeah, it's heartbreaking, the poverty out there, man. It really is. And then of course you got like the richer sides, and you know, where the fancy hotels are, and you know, all that sort of stuff, and you know, people driving the big fancy cars. That's there as well. But yeah, when you're in the poorer sides, you just yeah, you see it, man. Like, you really see it. I would recommend traveling. Maybe not right now though. maybe not right now, but I would recommend it. Maybe once, hopefully, when the situation calms down a bit, I would recommend it. The one thing I'd say is, yeah, maybe just do a little bit of research on the hotel you're booking and like where it is and what part of town it is, because I did zero research on my hotel, and I ended up booking a 1-star hotel in like one of the poorer parts of Karachi, which I think, in fairness, I mean, like I said, I wanted a different experience. That definitely gave me a different experience, right? But I think if I was to go again, I'd probably book a nicer hotel, just because, yeah, it's a lot. Poverty, it's a lot. I mean, to see it there, and you know, I gave money where I could, right, when I could, and you know, I ate in local places, you know, in local cafes, and it's all good. And I certainly would have no problem, you know, going back to some of those places. But yeah, when you're there, your hotel's there, and you got like kids like following you to your hotel, like begging for money, and they're crying, like little girls just crying, because you couldn't give them anything, and yeah, it's a lot to see. It's a lot. So yeah, that's one thing I do differently, or the main thing I do differently is just like, just maybe book a nice hotel. Let's get to everything. Oh, for sure. You don't want to go to an island vacation to relax. I mean, never say never, but yeah, I mean, I'm not really a. I guess I've never really been to an island to be well. Technically, I live on an island, but I guess I've never really been to like that kind of island, really. But I mean, it doesn't really appeal to me, that kind of thing. I mean, like I say never, but yeah, it doesn't appeal to me in that way, to like go to an island. And I mean, I like beaches, but I don't necessarily need to be on a beach every day. You know, I certainly don't need to sunbathe, right? So yeah, I mean, never say never, but it's not something that appeals to me in any great way. Right, Tahiti. Yeah, I don't know. Tahiti's that one of them party places? I might be a bit too old for Tahiti. Never too old for Tahiti though. All right, little bit of an issue, but we're here now. There you go. Yeah, wait for that social unrest to simmer down, indeed. Yeah, Today's holiday, Thursday, no school in some places. Oh, nice. A little day off. Moist one. It's a piece of chips like this. Oh, it was so good, man. It was so good. The pizza fries they call it, but yeah, it was so good. That's part. I'll say that's definitely my favorite food I had out there was the pizza fries. You know, I had some good food out there, but I think like, yeah, I'll say that was my favorite. What was the bug like in your hotel room? Okay. We want to talk about hotel toilets. I mean, it was a toilet. I don't know. Do you want me to review the toilet? Like you sit on it, or maybe you stand next to it. I'd say actually, a lot of places in Karachi, I guess that region of the world really, but a lot of places with the toilets, they have like I think I told you guys before actually, but yeah, they have like a spray thing where, you know, when you take a poo or whatever, like you get like this it's kind of like hose, you press a button and it kind of shoots water out, and you just use that to clean your batty when you're done. And yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Like, have one of those. Like, I feel like places like I don't see why places over here don't have that. It just makes sense. Like, you just get this thing and you hold it and you just like shh, and you're clean. You know, you might need some tissue to dry up afterwards. You know, you just do that and you're clean. Indeed. I mean, I did give to some, but yeah, it's not necessarily a good idea to keep giving, you know. And even if you can afford to give a lot, it's not necessarily a good idea to give a lot as well. So it's those considerations. So I did give some, but yeah, there was times where I just literally didn't have any cash on me. There's one that kind of sticks up in my mind. I just didn't have any cash on me, and she was following me down the street, because that's tends what happened. People just follow you down the street and like money like that, and then I was like getting to my hotel and I was going inside and saying, sorry, I don't have any. And then she just started crying. Like 6-7-year-old girl just started crying, and babe, it's tough to see that kind of stuff, man. It really is. The shower was it was I say that it was, I mean, it worked, so that's a good thing. The water was a little bit cold, but it worked. It wasn't like freezing cold, but to be fair, I don't know if the water was cold or if it's just that I couldn't figure out how to turn the heating on. So that might not necessarily be the hotel's fault. It could be just that I couldn't figure out the heating, because they did have this thing that looked like a heating kind of dial knob thing, and I couldn't really figure out what was going on. So maybe that was broken, or maybe I just didn't know how it worked, but yeah, make a video talking about London bugs. True. I haven't seen enough toilets in Karachi to tell you which are the best or worst toilets there. I'll just only say a few. And Pakistani just, nah, come on, Jakes, come on now. I don't know, maybe in like the olden days or whatever, but nah, they do have toilets out there. You know, plumbing and sewage and can't use a dirty but I just can't. I used to look 20 to face. I mean, you already know how your Jake's genetics are. Okay, cracking. Yeah, I might look like I'm 20 to 30, but bro, if I go to some of these like clubs or some of these like, you know, party hotspots, I might look like I'm 20 to 30. Everybody there is gonna be 20, you know, or younger. Like it's well, you know, the places where they have like, was it spring break destinations? It's like teenagers and early 20s. I might look like I'm their age. I'm not their age. It's a different thing. All right. Let's get this movie let's get this movie started. So, if you haven't already, get it ready on 0. I'm gonna get mine on 0, which, you know, probably should have done already, but whatever. All right, so let me switch over to this screen. Okay. And we're gonna go 3, 2, 1, play. So, if you're ready, 3, 2, 1, play. Touchstone. Oh, you know what? Let me forgot to put the subtitles on. There we go. Yeah, you look around. There you go. She's just straight to the point, cut and dry. If I went to a club now, I'd probably be the oldest person in there. You know, you probably won't be, actually. You probably won't be the oldest person there. I mean, if you'd be amongst the oldest, but I don't think you'd be the oldest because, like, you definitely get some senior people that still go clubbing. Like, there's definitely a good number of senior people, like people in their like late 40s, 50s, still going clubbing. Usually women, because women don't care. Like, women do not care. There would be women be like 58 in the club dancing it up with like a 21-year-old guy. Like, that, women just don't care. Women don't care. So yeah, you won't be the oldest person, most likely, but yeah, you'd be amongst the oldest, I think. Put it this way, you'll be at least 15 years older than any woman you think you think you want to talk to. Like, if you see a woman, you think, oh, she's fit, she's pretty, you're probably at least 15 years older than her. At least. And an older lady that's in the club just partying it up. Even if she's fit and you're like, oh yeah, she's pretty, she's about my age, she's pretty. Trust, she is not interested in you. She's not. She's interested in like 21-year-old hot guys, and that's it. She's probably there with her teenage daughter, and her teenage daughter's just sitting in the corner, bored as hell. Cookie. BBL. What we talking about? Brazilian butt lifts. I think I might have missed something in the chat. We started talking about BBLs now. Sucko Lux. You know, the animation in this is pretty good, you know, like, I mean, in terms of, like, considering this was 1988, the animation in this holds up pretty well. Inflatable looking booties, okay. Saying fathers are not second-class citizens. Indeed. Then my men look away. Unfortunately, there's a signal. Those are looking either side of the page. That was my favorite. Yo, Sam! Sam B and a place to be. That's my favorite people doing this evening. We do not. I think we're just talking about Brazilian butt lifts and being too old for the club. Jessica Rabbit, yeah, yeah. Bob Hoskins, man. Especially here in the US. The way the calls have been. Be right back. Alright. I'm 15 years older than someone. Too far an age gap. Being around long enough to be their parent. I mean, that is true if you're 15 years older than somebody. 15 years, I mean, it kind of depends, really. Like, if she's 20 and you're 35, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. Now, I know people do that because at the end of the day, you're all adults, right? It's like, hey, it is what it is, but it's still a stretch. But if, like, you know, she's 30 and you're 45, it's all good. So it's kind of relative, really. Like, 15 years could be way too much. Like, if she's 10 and you're 25, that's a hell no, right? That's a hell no. She's 20, you're 35. It's a stretch. But she's 30 and you're 45, hey. Dumbo. just Sam. I did another full in reverse reaction today. Yeah, I just need to edit the video and upload it. In reverse, all the bollock, man. I did hear their new song actually. I forget what it's called right now, but I did listen to their new song. It's do sound like Eminem on it. Yeah, I mean, with the exception of like a few bits here and there, the animation really does hold up well. I mean, kids are smoking. Yeah, of course, hell 10. And then 10, 25 year old together for the age difference. Man, what do you think of it? Well, bad. The name of the full one. Okay, watch it. Oh, yeah. Animation. Space Jam still holds up. I ain't seen it for time actually. I might have to check that out as well. What did I think of? I thought it was pretty cool. It was I mean, he was going kind of fast, so I'm not entirely sure what he was saying. But as far as the sound goes, yeah, it's pretty cool. Space Jam was like 1993, wasn't it? Something like that. If they made this now, they'd probably just CGI everything. Well, all the cartoon bits get CGI'd. And to be fair, CGI might work well on a film like this, because they're supposed to be kind of unrealistic looking anyway. There was 3 years after that. Okay. So what, like 95, 96? 28 to you pleased. Oof. Yeah, he pissed off the wrong guy. Oof. 96. All right, cool. So I know Ken mentioned these things before. Has anybody else seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit before? Okay, the stuff Michael Jackson action figure from Space Jam. I don't know if my father or mother bought it. Oh, something else. I read it wrong. Stuff Michael Jordan, not Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan. Oh, so that's pretty cool. So it was a kid. Okay. Do you remember liking it? Not liking it? Hey, Donald and Daffy. Uh-oh. Oof. Squared ink on his shirt, like. Seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit before, saw it a couple of years ago. Cool. My child self-employed it. Wait, did I miss something? Self-employed it? Enjoy. Okay. Cool. Oh wait, I think you're my child self. Yeah. Okay. I'm guessing that's a phone type and what do you call it? Phone auto was it autocorrect, auto suggestion thing. And or maybe just need glasses. That could be it. Hey, Betty Boot. Yeah, Betty Boop was based on a real-life jazz singer. Well, Jessica ain't no rabbit. also gives me options of words. I picked the wrong one. Oh, I see. Yep, close enough. Some artwork of a black Jessica rabbit. Yeah, a lot of people do still cosplay as Jessica Rabbit. Like if you go to conventions, you might see somebody cosplaying. Even like I think the last one went to I think the last one went to a con. There was a Jessica Rabbit cosplayer. He's all into it now. Good thing he's not a cartoon, otherwise his jaw would have hit the floor. Oh, you spying for a keyhole, you pervert. Oof. I'm in a really good mood, even in being debating some lefty dudes. It was amusing to say the least. Awesome. What was the debate about? There's a short video of a cosplayer of the mutating William Birkin from Resident Evil. The guy was on point. Hey, William Birkin. Yes, this fella. Oh, let me try this. New thing. New thing. Look at that. I can zoom in. But speaking of lefties, apparently was it Puffin Publishers? We just was a little while back, we just saw it today. Well, I just saw it today. They're editing some words from Roald Dahl books. And Rishi Sunak was speaking against it, and I'm just like, when you can get people to agree with Rishi, with a conservative, you know what I mean? When you're doing things that get people to agree with someone from the Conservative Party, it's like you're gone too far. You've gone too far. Don't need to be editing no books. Male feminists, they get in their feelings and prove me right as to why I don't like them. It's funny. Yeah, I mean, I don't like to generalize. Or more specifically, I try not to paint everybody with the same brush. That said, in my experience, or at least in my kind of knowledge and things I've seen, anytime somebody refers to themselves as a male feminist, red flag. Red flag. Or at the very least a yellow flag, you know, kind of a caution. But yeah, like, I'm not saying every single one. I'm just saying there seems to be a reasonable percentage of male feminists that aren't really there to support women's rights, you know, and more so to get what they can get, you know what I'm saying? Man, his wife's playing patty cake with somebody else. That ain't cool, man. It's heartbroken. This one dude said, I'm on the left and I ain't a male feminist. And I'm like, well, my comment wasn't aimed at you then, was it? Hey, if it don't apply, let it fly, right? If it don't apply, let it fly. People get all in their feelings about stuff. It's like, well, if it doesn't apply to you, but hey, if that shoe fits, his brother killed by a tune. Wearing cosplay. Okay, cool. Theodore J. Valiant. One person tried to convince me that the left are good and the right men are bad. I was like, well, I'll stick to those in the middle. Yeah. Nobody's all good, nobody's all bad. You just might agree with one more than the other. But yeah. I feel like people these days just puts too much weight on their opinions. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, your opinion is just that. It's your opinion on something. It only really holds weight to yourself. You know, like to everybody else, it's just another opinion. But I feel like people put too much weight on that, and the idea of agreeing with people, you know, it's like, so what if you agree with somebody, you don't agree with somebody, and then it's just an opinion. Now, unless we're talking about somebody with some extremely violent opinions that they're planning on enacting into the world, then yeah, you know, I that could be an issue, right? But for the most part, an opinion is just that, an opinion. But people act like just because you have an opinion on something, that means you're a horrible, bad person and you don't deserve any kind of compassion or anything. If you're trying to convince me, that's a no-go for me. Maybe I'll mind that. Thanks, indeed. Indeed. It's like, I don't know. That was so blatant. Oh, he got caught, didn't he? That is Christopher Lloyd, isn't it? Yeah, that's Christopher Lloyd. Who do you think who do you think could play like Eddie Valiant, Bob Hoskins' character, if they were to remake Who Framed Roger Rabbit for 2023? Okay, what was this? Woman replied to me. Excuse me. It's on speech. You can so tell she was a lefty. She was on about men and women and then said everyone, including minorities. I'm like, why even say minorities? That's implied when you say everyone. She wanted to make sure you knew just how liberal she is. That's everyone, including minorities. Wait a minute, you just said everyone, so... I think we know why Bob Hoskins took this role. Why they do that? It's funny when they do, but why? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's a combination of things. Like, I guess some of it, to be fair, is just like our natural way of speaking, right? But then, I think if you are more deliberate in your speech, then you should be choosing better words. But yeah, I don't know. People are funny. People are funny. That's everyone. Yeah. This is for everyone. What about men and women? I said everyone. Yeah. I think when it comes to, like, when you have people who have, like, these really kind of extreme political views, whether left or right, I don't know, they all just seem a bit unhinged to me, to be honest with you. Like, you know, people who just, like, wholeheartedly seem to believe that one side is right about absolutely everything and the other side is wrong about absolutely everything. They just seem to be pretty unhinged people, from what I can tell. Like, I don't know if you've seen this. This is the end. It's a good film. I've not seen that, no. I don't even think I've even heard of that, actually. But I do like a goofy movie, so alright. Yeah, man. All I know is the truth is often somewhere in the middle of two ideas, because when people give choices, they only give choices that benefit them. So there's always at least a third choice. I'm not sure that made any sense, but I think you got what I'm trying to say. I think you got what I'm trying to say. Have you ever heard of it? It's called Comedy on the End of Days. Okay. No, I don't think I've heard of it. I'm trying to look it up real quick. This is the end. Oh wait, I think I know about this movie. Yeah, Seth Rogen. Yeah. Seth Rogen, James Franco, Jonah Hill, Danny McBride. Yeah. No, I've heard it. I haven't seen it, but yeah, I know the film. Yo, Mr. Man. Mr. Man, the man. The truth is out there. One of the actors from X-Files. Yeah, just one of the actors. Like, I think it was like one of the extras or something that said that. Some random episode. Mr. Man, the man. Oh, speaking of X-Files, so yeah, I want to start doing TV shows as well. X-Files is currently in the lead as to, I mean, I think I'll officially end the poll maybe Wednesday or Thursday, but so far X-Files is in the lead. But here's what I'm thinking. Because it's going to be like alternating weeks, right? I was thinking like 2 episodes a week. So 2 episodes every 2 weeks. That could still take a long time to get through X-Files, because there's like 20-something episodes a season. So I'm just kind of thinking, like, it may be best to try and do 4 episodes, which means starting a bit earlier, like maybe about 7 p.m.-ish, and try and do at least 4 episodes of the X-Files every 2 weeks. Now, that being said, that could still take a while to get through. But hopefully, in the coming weeks, maybe in the next couple of months, I'll be able to carve out a day of the week where we can do the TV shows weekly. So, for example, it could be like Monday for movies, for example, and it's not definite yet, but it could be like Monday for movies, Tuesday for TV shows, and that way we can do 1 movie a week, and maybe like 4 episodes of a TV show per week. And hopefully that means we're not spending forever getting through these TV shows. But yeah, those are kind of like those are the thoughts I have for the time being. So yeah, to start, next week with, well, not officially X-Files, but looking like it's going to be the X-Files for now. Do 4 episodes of the X-Files. But yeah, like I say, it still took a while, but hopefully we can get to a point where we can do it weekly. reason I picked X-Files is because when watching The Walking Dead, I'm in the zone. Focused. Yeah, Paul Rudd, Aziz Ansari, James Franco, Rihanna, Emma Watson, Kevin Hart, John. Okay, loads of people in. I got a whole series of X-Files on TV. Okay, so you can watch along. Sounds good. Awesome. But yeah, I watched the X-Files back in the day when it was on TV. I haven't seen it since then. I guess we're going to watch out for the movies, actually, because... Only when it was funny. Well... So, add it to your list. As always, I don't want to give you any spoilers. I appreciate that. Don't watch the X-Files. Chat, no problem. Walking Dead, not a chance. Yeah, Walking Dead is pretty intense. Well, at least the first few seasons that I remember watching. But yeah, there's 2 X-Files movies. I've not seen any of them. But I think they do tie in with the show, the movies, right? So we might have to time... We might have to time the movie with whichever episode it comes after, and maybe find like a watch guide or something, and when the best time to watch the movie is. And sure, you're welcome. I'll watch back when it came out. Yeah, but didn't see the movies. Watched on DirecTV, a movie channel. I'm not bad, I'm just drawing that way. The movies didn't feel like a movie though, it felt like a longer episode. See. Yeah, that's probably why they just fit in with that's probably why it's just fit in with the show. Eddie's in trouble, man. seen it, you're gonna be like, alright, okay. Now, what would I do if that actually happens for real? What, end of the world? The end of the world actually happened. I mean, there's not much you can do, really. Is it Halloween ends next week? I think we'll start X-Files next week. And so, yeah, Halloween ends would be a week after that. But yeah. If we start X-Files next week. I'll be honest, I'm kind of longing out Halloween ends, I know. I'm kind of longing it out a little bit because, like, that's a little bit more of an expensive purchase. It's like things like, what was it, $10.99 or something like that. So yeah, I'm kind of longing it out a little bit. So yeah, X-Files. We'll start the TV. We'll start the TV series next week, possibly X-Files, and then following week Halloween ends. Uses supernatural weapons. Wait, did I miss? Wait, who uses supernatural weapons? Did I miss something? I'm gonna eat next week because I'm going out to eat. I was hoping to. Well, in that case, it's definitely going to be the week after next. Yeah. Definitely the week after next. Or if Sam's plans change, whenever Sam's available to watch Halloween ends, that's when we would do it. But yeah, I think with the series though, if we did a show, I know we usually start around 8:30, but I think it's probably best to start a bit earlier, just to make sure there's time to watch at least 4 episodes. Oh. If the world was to end, would you rather die in your house or outside in the open? I want to die out in the open. Okay. I mean, I'm not sure it matters, but I guess out in the open could be quite nice. Depends on where you are, though, really. Like, if you're like in a park or something like that. You know, like in like in Terminator 2, there's just kids just playing and they don't know it's coming. And it just, everything just ends. Like stuff like that. It's just quick, over. You're just having fun and it just all ends. That could be cool because then you go out smiling, right? But I don't know, it feels like you're not really. I think as long as I'm doing something cool, fun, and it's die happy, then yeah, that could be cool. But I guess if you're doing something miserable, then the world ends. Well, at least the misery's over. So there's that. So I guess either way. Sam's birthday next Monday. I'm definitely going out to eat and maybe a few cocktails. Alright. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. For next week. For next week. Oh, that's how he gets him. Yep, and that's how you catch him. Okay, which is also a friend. Would you have a for real? This is the end. The Forever Purge, Independence Day, War of the Worlds. I've not seen most of those. I've only seen Independence Day. Oh, Independence Day and War of the Worlds. I've seen War of the Worlds. Which would I rather? Oh, Aliens would be cool, I guess. Independence Day. Excuse me. But then again, War of the Worlds were aliens as well, wasn't it? Yeah, both aliens, weren't they? But for the aliens in Independence Day were trying to enslave us, so maybe not that. I can't remember what they were trying to do in War of the Worlds, though. Don't sing happy birthday next week, please don't. Well, if you're not here next week, well, I can't. I have to wait till the week afterwards. Halloween ends. It's going to be Sam's late birthday present. I think Deep Impact is how I imagine going out. Deep Impact. What happens in Deep Impact? Oh, wait. Are you talking about a movie? Or are you talking about Deep Impact? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I mean, for like, yeah, Deep Impacts might be a good way to go. If you're talking about what I'm thinking about, then yeah, Deep Impact would be the way I'd like to go out. Yeah, that's probably the best one, actually. That's it's deep. Yeah, we'll go with that. Deep Impact. Yeah. Game's taking over. Would take too long for me. I'd have hope. Oh yeah, hope could be cruel in certain situations, for real. Volcano would be cool. Wiped out by lava. Yeah, I don't know about a volcano though, because like, it sounds painful. Like, I mean, would you die quickly, or would you just suffer the heat and pain? And if you're too far away from the volcano, then it's like maybe you don't die, but you just get severely burned. It's like, oh man, that sucks. If it's not like Mars attacks, at least it would be somewhat comical. I'll be here just late. Ah, okay. Dying, I'm just watching everyone else die by lava. So Sam's just sitting somewhere eating popcorn, Laughing at all the saps. If those aliens are the Yautja, the predator from the films, it's capped, it's done. Nah, I don't know, man. Them predators are they're kind of weak sauce actually. Like they look tough, but nah, we just send some 16-year-old girl after them. You'd be fine. Some 16-year-old girl with no hunting experience. We're good. We're good. We'll send Danny Glover after them. It's like, yeah, we good. What was it, Adrian Brody? Like, you know, I think we good. We good. What they call it, Yautja. Is that right? Yautja? Why they call the Yautja? Is that because when they leave their planet, they're like, we out ya? Myself by looking at the types of comments that they have and all the signs and wonder which ones I would survive. Once you get 20 kilometers size, it's pretty much a wrap. 20 kilometers, that's not even that big. I mean, for a comet, with, you know, it's not that big. Dangerous gas from the volcano alone is enough. I saw a video about 1 year ago somewhere in Africa, the village people scared. Got some time from oof. It's an LA film to receive the Ultra Warriors. Okay. Was that, yeah, that would have been in, was that Predators? I can't remember what, but yeah. There was a bunch of people in Predators. Was she in that? Okay, I said to myself that as well. Hey, deep impacts. That's the way to go. Jacob's back. Back again. That was Alien Vs. Okay, no, I ain't seen that one. Oh, wait, no, I have seen that one. I've seen the first one. Was Alien vs. was 2004 the first one? Because I've seen the first one. It's not even that big. It's massive. Yeah, indeed. I guess to do with like how fast it's traveling and, you know, impacts and, you know, that kind of thing. And like if it's traveling fast enough, it just like smacks the earth and causes like all kinds of like ripples and waves and vibrations and whatnots. And but yeah, it's crazy that something that small or relatively small compared to the size they have, traveling fast enough can do mad damage. What did I miss? What did Jacob miss? We're just talking about which end of the world event would you rather happen. Like, meteor strike or aliens taking over. Like, if the world's gonna end, which end of the world movie you think would be the best to happen if it were to happen in real life? First Predator film was 87. Yeah, first Predator, yeah. That's Schwarzenegger. And Carl Weathers. Armageddon. Oh, Armageddon was where they put, like, they drilled holes in the meteorite. And I think they put, like, rockets or something in there. To, like, take it off course. I mean, Armageddon, and we just send Ben Affleck after it, it'd be fine. The asteroid was the size of Texas. Well, everything's bigger in Texas. A lot in films managed to survive at least. Survive at the last second. Did they ever make a film like a disaster movie where the world actually ended? Like, I think, was it Day After Tomorrow? I can't remember. But I think the world actually ended in that one, right? I mean, it's a long time since I watched Day After Tomorrow. I think I watched it once in the cinema when it came out. But I feel like the ending in that was the world actually ended, but I don't remember, to be clear. I mean, I don't remember clearly, rather. But yeah, most of them, like, is a disaster averted. Like San Andreas with The Rock saving the day in that one. Billy Bob Thornton, Bruce Willis, Michael Clark Duncan were in, yeah. Liv Tyler. With, of course, the theme song by Aerosmith. Don't want to miss a thing. No. It was Day After Tomorrow, 2012. Melancholy had a bad ending, I think. Deep Impact is a bad end. Deep Impact is a bad ending. I mean, that might depend on whether you pull out in time or not, but Tomorrow was post-apocalyptic. Heyday, Mega Tsunami. Mega Tsunami had some comic relief. Okay, so Day After Tomorrow, the world does end. Okay, cool. What's a Hyundai? Hyundai? Only Hyundai I know is a car manufacturer. Hyundai Mega Tsunami. It's like a big tidal wave, I'm guessing, or at least a very efficient tidal wave, anyway. Okay, that was a city. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a Michael Bay movie, so apparently when they were making that movie, so you know the movie is about these drillers that go to space and they drill a hole in the asteroid and, you know, whatever, right? So apparently when they were making that movie, Ben Affleck said to the director, Michael Bay, wouldn't it be easier to train astronauts how to drill than to train drillers how to, you know, fly a spacecraft? To which Michael Bay apparently replied, "Shut up." That's the story I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but I believe it. Yeah, good movie, especially because it's an Asian film, South Korean. Oh, Hyundai Mega Tsunami, okay. Yeah, you want to watch where you're going, Eddie. Just because you're in Toontown. They got a lot of different licensing with the cartoons in this. Like, so many different studios. Got some cameos and in this movie. I think its pronunciation is Hyundai. But I could be wrong though. Hyundai. Hey, Hyundai. Baby, I like to party with your money. I said, hey. Yeah, it might have been a while for her. Oof. Who Framed Roger Rabbit wasn't Disney affiliated, was it? There are Disney characters in this. Like, Donald Duck is Disney, isn't he? He was in this. And I think, Mickey Mouse shows up at some point. But yeah, in fact, there he is right now. Mickey Mouse. So yeah, like Disney, like I think like some Warner Brothers. They got Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck. So yeah, they got their licenses right. They got their licensing right in this. I'm with you on that one. Alien Invasion, I roll with Independence Day, War of the Worlds. Yeah, I think between Independence Day and War of the Worlds, from what I can remember, I think Independence Day would be an easier invasion to handle. Because, like, I think in the end, you just had to, like, it's like shoot something up the alien spacecraft hole or something. Hey, I've really been enjoying watching the X-Files again. I can't lie, it does look dated, but if you overlook that, it's still a good watch. Awesome. Just start that next week. What's this graphic on the screen? Never seen that before. Oh, that's Jessica Rabbit from the movie. That's just so what's I don't know. I can't show the movie, and I figured. I mean, I know I'm pretty and everything, but you know, it's kind of nice to have something else on screen too. So that's why that's there. How many episodes? There, I'm still on season 1. Yeah, it's like 22 episodes per season, right? Saw Independence Day on TV and VHS as a kid. So War of the Worlds and Faces of my mom. Both was curious about it. Sam is back. Back again. Man, I'm watching 24. Oh yeah, 24. That was I watched that back in the day. That was a good show, man. The Jack Bauer. Nobody's voted for 24 on the poll so far, though. Like, X-Files is in the lead. Walking Dead is in second place. And 24 is in third place with 0 votes. Man, not one person voted for it. Message it said if you like what you see, like it. Oh that, yeah, okay, yeah, that came up. Awesome. Yeah, no, yeah, I'll put that up. That's a new addition. That's a new addition, yeah. Tried out something a little bit different. I added to the stream, so every about 35 minutes or so, that should just come across the screen. But yeah, glad it worked. It worked. Awesome. I personally prefer Walking Dead, but like I said, I can't talk and watch at the same time. So it's one or the other. Not my supernatural band. I'm gonna need the Slayer, ready to give that work to the vampires, demons, and other forces of darkness. And in the event that the Slayer can't do it alone, though, and then the mountains will show us torch. Yeah, I know how that feeling. So many things that I'd want to see. That like old stuff, new stuff. Yeah. So much to watch, so little time. Nah, I think Braxo, like all you need to do is get Willow to cast that spell to make all the potential Slayers the Slayers, and then Slayers, like, you know, it's like finding a penny. bad guy revealing his plans to the good guys. Ugh. Maybe here my birthday, I'll just be late because I've got cocktails to drink. Israel tends to do good series. I want to watch a few of them, but yeah, finding something's impossible. Yeah, man. The Last of Us is currently on there right now. Waiting for that to finish so I can binge it. Well, you know, Now TV, but still. But so much, man. So much to watch. Priorities. Drink comes first, always. Okay, so you hoping together for your special name. I'm a simple man. When it comes down to it, I'm a simple man. But yeah. Birthday treats. So is it? Yeah, was it next? Anything. Go out for a family meal, it's enough for me. Yeah, to be honest, like family meals can be well, depending on your family, of course, but yeah, they can be a bit much sometimes. If you got like a big family and everyone's going, yeah, it can be a bit much. Oh, I'll get any of my family to buy me because what I want is way too expensive. Or was it that you want, Jakes? So that is me. Okay, so it's the immediate fat. Okay, cool. Yeah, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Gucci, okay. I collect timepieces, okay. Man's got expensive taste. collect them. So what we talking about? Like, what's in your collection? We got like Rolex, Patek Philippe. What's the other one? Tag Heuer. Who else is there? Christian Dior. They make watches, right? I don't know. Who else is posh in the watch world? Like Casio, Timex. They're fancy, right? Swatch. Hublot. Okay, I don't even know if I've heard of those. Casio channel change is my personal favorite. Casio channel change, isn't that like a remote control or something? I mean, don't get me wrong, I think remote controls are pretty cool. I ain't saying that, but is that what they call their watch, the channel changer? Oh wait, is it a watch that you can change channels with? Because that is pretty cool. How's he gonna kill the tunes? For real, I'm with a guy side be the Slayer or the Magic Eye. Well, that's a question then. If you was a character in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, who do you think you'd be? Gucci watch I'm happy with, a new pair of PJs and a bath bomb. Just relaxing. I mean, you probably won't wear the PJs in the bath, but you can relax in the bath and put the PJs on. That works. That works. Always wanted that one. Cost too much as a kid. So wait, it's a watch called a Casio. I don't think I've heard of that. A Casio channel changer. I'm gonna look that up. All right, so it is actually a watch and a remote control all built in. Oh, okay. That is pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty cool though, because you could be like, you have to get up to change the channel. You could just be like, that is actually pretty cool. Actually, Omega, Ulysses Nardine. I wish I could afford them brands. Gucci is my limit price wise. All right, what's a Gucci watch cost? Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can get Little Jacob a Gucci watch, because I mean, how much can it be, right? It can't be that expensive, right? I mean, what are we talking about? 10 quid, 15 quid? How much do these things cost? Let's see. Alright, so apparently the cheapest one. Oh, here we go. Wait. Is it? The cheapest one is £860. That's the cheapest one on the Gucci website. £860. And I think the most expensive is 7,700. Bruh. £860, you know. Shit. I don't know. You might need to start GoFundMe or something, Jakes. That way you might. Yeah, you might need to start like a. Like a Just Giving account or something. See, my favorite thing is bath bomb and getting in a new pair of BJs. Oh, I'm a mom. Simple pleasures, right? Simple pleasures. It's probably called a labor saving device on my watch. You kidding? No, I got this bath bomb last week. It was a lavender one from Lush. And no kidding, that was the best night's sleep I've had in a while. Oof. Lavender is nice though, like, can't lie, man. Lavender is nice. Like, I ain't know if you guys have ever had lavender anything. If you haven't, you should. It's nice. It's not bad. 900-ish. I need to set up the GoFundMe account. So, I mean, since you watch, expecting a couple of grand. I also paid for watch half a G. I mean, an £800 one though. I mean, I guess it's a fancy watch, but there's a few for £860. But to be honest, this is one of them. At least I could. That's one of them. I don't know. Do you want to pay £860 for that? That kind of looks like a toy, to be honest with you. That looks like a toy. I think that's probably the best looking one for £860. I think that's probably the best looking one they got for $860. But even still, I don't know if I'd want to pay $860 for that. Looks like somebody vomited on your wrist, and then, you know, did some kind of artwork with the vomit. That's what it looks like to me. Looks like someone just started out the vomit into some nice patterns. Yeah, this Russian liquid is good. Indeed. 100 is within my price range for sure. But would you want to spend £900 on this though? How much is that one in the picture again? That's $860. The two I just showed you are both £860. So That's one of them. That's 860. Oof. So I'm just lost the thing. Trying to find the pictures again. And that's the other one for 860. We got all the tunes together. That's horrible. So much is hold value though. I just don't know which ones. Yeah, certain ones would, like, you could, you know, pass them down to your kids or whatever, and especially amongst like watch collectors, you might find that they could hold value or sometimes even increase in value. Okay, so that was Who Framed Roger Rabbit, directed by Robert Zemeckis, who also directed Back to the Future, which also features Doc Brown, which is not his real name, but anyway. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd, that was it, Christopher Lloyd. But yeah, that was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's pretty cool. You know what, I've seen this before, but even still, it's good to watch these films again. Some of these old classics like this, it holds up so well. I really feel the animation in this holds up really well. Like, yeah, it doesn't necessarily look like it could have been made recently, but it certainly doesn't look bad for something that came out in 1988. And some of the 3D effects in this was still pretty spot on, you know. So yeah, I like this movie. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well if you're watching it as well. And if you're just tuning in and enjoying the stream, then hopefully you enjoy that too. But yeah, let me know what you think of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah, it's Rex. I'll see the Rolex, but maybe some of these mid-range ones do as well. I wouldn't pay 50 quid for. I wouldn't pay 50 quid for a watch. I've got a time on my phone, or I could just look at clock in a shop window or something. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I get that, Al. I get that. Like, I haven't worn a watch for the longest time now, and the idea of buying a watch, I guess it's not that I wouldn't, but I personally wouldn't want to spend a lot of money if I was to buy a watch. But yeah, I think for people who are into it, like Mr. Man was saying, like, some of these things can hold value. You can pass them on to like family members. You know, some of them increase in value over time. So if you've got, for example, a £10,000 Rolex, and you pass that on for a few generations, and it could be potentially worth, I don't know what they go up by, but it could be worth maybe, I don't know, 50,000 by the time it gets around. And that's like, well, it's a lot of money still. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, and because they're very well made, you know, they don't break, you know, they last, right? They last. So if they're kept clean, kept in decent condition, they'll just keep working. So, I mean, yeah, again, that's not something I would do, but I feel like I get it to some degree. I mean, maybe 10,000 is a bit excessive for me, but still, I think I get it to some degree. Also, if you got a fancy watch and like a nice suit on, then all you got to do is like rent a Ferrari or something like that. Rent like a Rolls Royce. Get your friend to drive you. Pull up outside some club. And bro, you're going home with every gal that night if you do that. You go home with every gal. So yeah. Matter of fact, you probably don't even need to buy the Rolex. If you know somebody who has a Rolex and a fancy suit, just borrow that. Borrow that and rent a fancy car, and you go home with every get, because they don't need to know you rented it. They don't need to know you rented it. Yeah, it's a decent one. It's actually a good investment. Yeah, using baths too. Wait, washed up liquid using baths. All right, that's interesting. Braxton washes himself with washed up liquid. All right. Because you know you can get like lavender shower gel, or you know, it does exist. Like dishwasher is usually, you know, for dishes. Or I mean, I know you're a good-looking guy, but when people say that, hey, he's a dish, they don't actually mean that you're an actual dish. Like you know that, right? True say though, fairy liquid is good for your hands, so I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's not a bad idea after all. So, one expensive luxury item where everyone else get for themselves if possible. Well, what's one that expensive luxury item everyone will get for themselves as possible? One expensive luxury item I'd get for myself if I could get it. I don't know, you know. I don't know. Maybe something like if we're talking just like complete luxury, right? I feel like something like a gold elevator installed in my house, like something like that. I mean, it's completely useless. Well, not useless, but it's not exactly. It's pretty pointless in a sense that you really don't need an elevator in your house. In most houses, it's 2 floors. You know what I mean? And you certainly don't need a gold one. But I saw on like MTV Cribs, Master P had a gold elevator in his house, and I just thought it was the most excessive use of money that you could think of. But yeah, if I could, I'd do that. I'll do that. A gold diamond encrusted lift built into my house. That'd be the one luxury item I'd do if I could. Likely to the right collector, you could make a massive profit. Yeah, indeed. Lots of people collect those, looking for them sort of older timepieces, and like you saw that, you know, the last episode of Only Fools and Horses, when they found the watch in their garage, and they ended up they found out a timepiece in their garage and they said it. Yeah, that's not it's a real. I mean, that can happen. Some of those old timepieces can, to the right person, could be worth a lot of money. It was watch along, but I still enjoy the stream anyway. So I appreciate that, Al. Appreciate that. This I can do is Del Boy Freewheel Van. Or the Robin Reliant. Oh, sorry, the Reliant Robin, excuse me. It's actually the other way around. The Reliant Robin. Just don't marry that girl. JoJo is the greatest ever. I use it for bubbles if I'm gonna take a bath. Okay, alright. Washed up liquid for bubbles. Quite love it. That's pretty ghetto. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. Just put liquid in the tub, get some bubbles out of it. Hey, if it works, it works. You know what I mean? If it works, it works. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Might have to try it myself one day, can't lie. Seville Row suit. Ooh, I know about Seville Row, yeah. Trouble with MTV Crib show, 90% was fake. 90% was fake. Okay. Is that a fact? 90%, that's a big percentage. And they, you know, I mean, there are celebrities with money, so it's not like it's unbelievable. But yeah, is that a fact? 90% of the show is fake. That's a lot of percentages. You know what I mean? That's. Let me check real quick. Let me see here. MTV Cribs fake. Okay, here's an article from 2021. Was MTV Cribs... Oh, flipping out. Was MTV Cribs real? The show totally lied about the wealth of these stars. The late 90s and mid-2000s were a time celebrated by excess. Of course, an example was renowned successful scripted television. Bodies in MTV Cribs, which aired the modern revamped lifestyles of rich and famous featured. But was the show real? I hate to be the one to break this to you, but the word reality in reality TV is pretty loosely defined. Oh yeah, that much I know. For the most part, and authentic. Shows features some production. Others flat out stage events, flights, altercations, storylines, and blah, 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 blah. So how fake was it as well? There are some stars who appeared on the program who completely lied about the home that they owned just for the sake of production here and there, scheduled guidelines. Singer JoJo stated that she and her mother didn't even live in a home at the time the episode was filmed. They were actually living in hotels. The house featuring the show was their uncle's. Damn, man. But 90% though, I mean, if you said 10% of it, I'd be like, yeah, that's not surprising. But 90%, raw. The fact that some people lied, I can believe that. But 90%, mate. That's crazy, man. Apparently, Ja Rule was sued by the real owner of a home he rented and passed off as his own without getting permission. Damn. I tend to know a Seville, Jacob. It's fancy stuff, Sam. It's fancy stuff. Sounds like a street name. I think it is, you know. It's actually a Seville Road in London, I believe. There is a Seville Row in London. I don't know. I mean, I assume this company has a shop on that road. But yeah, I don't know if they do. I'm trying to find out if they do. If they have a shop on that road, they probably do. Let's see our stores. But yeah, man, why is everything so difficult? Here we go. Okay, not a Seville Row, but there is a Seville Row. There is a Seville Row street. Anyway, most people was in Scary Movie 3. Just Last night when I was watching it again, I noticed after all these years, the back of his jacket said Pete Miller. I was like, wow, I just noticed that. That's his real name, isn't it? But yeah, fake or not fake, I'd still want a gold elevator if I could have one. Completely excessive and not needed at all. But if I could have one luxury item, just any luxury item, I'd go with a gold diamond encrusted elevator. Just because. The van wasn't actually a Reliant Robin, it was a Reliant Regal. Okay. Damn, man, Alan's coming with all the facts now. Alan's coming with all the facts now. Reliant Regal, only falls on the horses. $1967 Reliant Regal. Alan's on point today. Alan's been reading the dictionary or something. I don't know, man. Alan's on point today. Just going all the facts. You ain't lying. I'm mixing water in the dish. Watching liquid when it's low is some Gale stuff too. Hey, man. If it works, it works, all right. If it works, it works. You know, sweet materials to Jacob. If I didn't have kids, I probably would be. You know what, though, for real, I feel like no matter how poor you are, this is my honest one of my I don't know, theories or philosophy. I don't know what you want to call it, but anyway, this is something I generally believe. That no matter how poor you are, you should always try to have at least one luxury. At least one luxury, and of course, it doesn't have to be, you know, super expensive. But when I say luxury, what I really mean is something that you don't need. It doesn't, strictly speaking, benefit you in any tangible way. You know, it's just something that you want. Just purely, you just want it. You don't need it. It doesn't. You're not required to have it. It's not a necessity. It's just something that you want for no other reason than you like it. That's it. I feel like you should try to have at least one of that. At least one of that. If you could have more, cool, but have at least one. At least one. That being said, no matter how rich you are, then I feel like you can't have too many. You have to make sure you don't have too many luxuries. You know, you can't have too many luxuries. So the general idea behind it is that you have something that you want, you know, just to kind of keep you sane. It helps to keep you sane. It helps, you know, just to feel, just so you can feel like you're not just like doing nothing but working all the time. Just something to keep you sane. But if you have too many luxuries, then you kind of lose touch of reality, I think. So yeah, no matter how poor you are, at least one luxury, just something that you want. It doesn't have to be expensive or whatever, but just something that you purely just want. Have at least one of those. And if you do manage to get super rich, then try not to have too many. That was fake. So documentary bad a few years ago, exposing that was fake. Here's a street name. There's over donut. Diamond encrusted donut. Gold diamond encrusted donut. You can see dentist offices though. Based in London for sure. Yeah, they do have a. Where's it gone? There was a store in London, but I think I'll take off my screen now already. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it was in London, but yeah, it just wasn't on Seville Row. But yeah, there is a Seville Row in London. There is a Seville Row in London. That much I'm sure of. But can you search? You know what? I switched the search engine on this browser, and I'm immediately regretting it. Immediately regretting it. Like, bloody hell, man. This is such a crappy search. I'm definitely going to have to take this off. This is on nonsense here. I need to take this crap off, man. I need to. This is annoying. It's. This is a terrible search service. All right, here we go. Try this again. Seville Row. Maps. There we go. Yeah, so Seville Row's in West 1. So yeah, West Central. To purchase Phil Rose suits as a status symbol. I could believe it. How reputable the cash cover has always undervalued goods. Yeah. These 5 diamonds are worth 1/4 portion. And saw that movie in theaters too with my mother. It was at night. My lesson selling good to good CX. Yeah, them places though, they I mean, I feel like, I mean, you kind of know they're gonna undervalue because they're gonna sell it on afterwards, and it's kind of, you go there if you want a quick sell. But yeah, if you're trying to get a decent amount of money for what you're selling, there's much better places. But if you just need a quick sell or just trying to be convenient, they're fine for that. But otherwise, yeah, maybe not. 50 quid more than I had. 3.1D. Item you own that you always wanted, and you finally got it. What item do I own that I've always wanted and I finally got it? I don't know. I mean, it's probably, I don't know if there's anything that I've like wanted for like years and years and years and years, and then got it like years and years later. But I guess what's coming to mind right now, is this. So this is something that I wanted for a little while and eventually bought it. And if you can, I don't know if you could tell what it is, but this is a Kylie Minogue's debut album. It's called Kylie, on vinyl. But specifically, this is a where's it gone? 1988 pressing of the vinyl. So it's not a reprint. It's not a you know, they like sometimes reprint the vinyls. This is a 1988 pressing. So yeah, I wanted it for a while, and I saw a place that was selling it, and even then I didn't buy it right away. But yeah, I eventually got it. So I do have Kylie Minogue's debut album on vinyl. original 1988 pressing. This is not a reprint. This is an original pressing. It's an okay condition. Like, it's certainly far from perfect. You know, some tears on like the inlay there, and the vinyl disc itself is okay. It plays, but it's a little bit warped, so it's not, you know, that happens over time, right? This, the actual sort of cover it came in when it first arrived. This bit was actually, the glue had worn off down the bottom, so it's actually re-glued it myself, because that you can do pretty easily and it still looks fine. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty, I mean, considering 1988, it's pretty good condition, I think. And I got this for a really good price as well. So yeah. that's something. I don't know if that counts as like always wanted, but it's something that I had on my eye on for a little while, and then eventually got it. I said that I didn't really need, but bought it anyway as my mate electric bike. Okay, nice. Like we talking like a electric bicycle, or like a motorbike style electric bike. I mean, either way, it's cool, but yeah. His house used to be owned by Mike Tyson. Yeah, I think I heard something like that actually. 50 Cent bought Mike Tyson's old house. I don't think he got his Tiger though. And my watch collection. That was a Dr. Martens. Jacob always wanted them. Never got myself any because I can't bring myself to spend that kind of money on myself. Then the Mister got me for Christmas. He's a keeper. Quite expensive, aren't they? Yeah, Doc, they can be quite. Yeah, I think they. I mean, it's different ones, but yeah, they can be like. I mean, I think the good ones, they're like decent ones, you typically go for around 150, 200. At least the last time I was looking at them, they were around that sort of price. It's probably more expensive now with, you know, everything else going up, but yeah, they can be. I remember I had a pair of Doc Martens years ago. Mine were more cheaper ones though. They were like 40 quid, I think I paid. And this is like maybe probably like early 2000s or something like that. I'll say mine was about 200. That's a lot to me. Yeah, I think that's a lot for a lot of us. I mean, I don't know about Jacob, man, spending like 500 notes on a watch, but for us peasants, that's a lot. That's a lot. £250 for a pair of Paul Smith's dress shoes. Paul Smith, huh? £250 on shoes you made yourself, though. Oh, wait a minute. I think my account says fine. Okay, when I was a kid, I had the biggest crush on her. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I remember Kylie Minogue when her. I mean, I remember her from Neighbours, really, when she used to be in Neighbours, and then her singing career kind of kicked off when she left Neighbours. I think she was actually singing before, but certainly started to get big as a singer when she left Neighbours. And that's around about the time that album came out. And she's just still going strong. Like, she's actually had a pretty impressive career over the years. never spend that kind of money on myself. No problem spending it on others though. I enjoy spoiling others more when I can. There's a cross between electric bike and okay, cool. Just yeah, I think it's a thing though, isn't it? Sometimes it just feels easier to spend money on other people than it is yourself, and I mean, it's probably a whole bunch of like psychological reasons behind that, and I'm sure things we need therapy to figure out as to why that is. But yeah, I think that's definitely a thing. You know, people find it easier to spend money on others than they do on themselves. The youngest. Hey, let them do it, man. Let them do it. Just be grateful and maybe one day pay it forward. For you, expensive gift. I don't think it's selfish spending on yourself if you can. Jacob. Yeah, made your mum guilt. I was spoiled as a kid too because I was the youngest too. Yeah, I think it's just always that thing about, you know, what else can you do with the money, and can it be put to better use, or is just someone else need it more than I do, and all kinds of things you could think of. But yeah, I get that, man. I get it. That kind of stuff just depends on one, which family member, right? Which family member, and what exactly they got you. Because like, I mean, gifts given in general is not a problem, of course, but if like all of a sudden, you know, some long lost uncle or something just turns up with some super expensive fancy gift, and it's like, why? What's going on here? What's going on? Yeah, love it. But some other people might get spoiled. £6 on a card from Moonpig. Oh, that's loved it. Oh, nice. Simple things, man. Simple things. Yeah, there's a depend on which family. Yeah. No, so the big spenders over here. It's not weird. I don't think that's weird. Honestly, I feel that's probably, it's pretty normal and probably more common than I think a lot of times we realize. But you know what though, like for real, like if you're with somebody who just genuinely appreciates like the things you do, like even like small gifts, like means like a card from Moonpig, you know what I mean, just appreciates that you did something for them. Now that's a good thing, because like bare times you see about people who would get mad that you didn't spend X amount of money on a particular gift, or you didn't spend this and you should spend this, and it's all that kind of stuff. And nah, that's headache, man. That's headache. Like someone just appreciates that you did something for them. Because you know what? I don't know about you. I ain't know about you. But if I had the money, like a lot of money to spend on somebody, but they were the type of person who was super ungrateful, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Like, I just wouldn't. But if it's somebody who like appreciative, and then yeah, you're more you're more likely to, well, I don't know, again, I don't mind you, but I feel like I'm more likely to be like, you know what, when I can, and if I can, you know, you can do the fancy things for that. But when for someone who's just like so unappreciative and just complains about everything and moans, and it's like, why, and that's just headache, man. I ain't trying to live like that. I ain't trying to live. There's enough headaches and problems in life in general that you just got to deal with. You don't need to be with somebody that just adds to that. It's like, nah, just. If you're not better than my alone, it's just not even worth it. Check out the short prank video called Cortez Hearns. It's titled I Scared the Whole House. He and his grandmother did a mouse prank on their friends. Oh, that sounds cruel, you know. Can't lie. I mean, that sounds like the type of thing that can cause a heart attack. If you yeah, I see the video. I'll check that in a bit. Yeah, so aunties and uncles, and I don't want someone to spend their hard money on me. Trying to give expensive gifts and receive an expensive gift. Someone spends on me, I forget I would rather do the spending. Her neighbors ask me what I want for Christmas. I was say, don't get me anything. I'll just get the kids. Just get the kids. And just mean it. I mean, that personalized presents, whether they cost over or not. I think the photo of you both is an instant win. Well, let me I don't want to put it down on that, but let me just say I've had experience where it wasn't so appreciated, but oh well. Good to know they exist. Good to know those women exist. Yeah, it was funny. Felt messed up. I agree. Personal touch. Yeah, there's one time is okay. Yeah. Now I think no, I think to be honest, yeah, I feel like yeah. I mean, you're right. But yeah, it's just me and my bitter experiences. That's all. it's just me and my bitter experiences. So let me not put it down on the moment. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Tattoo of your current partner name on you. Yeah, and I was just thinking there's one time where this girl that's one of the few, I guess dates with, and I thought it was going okay, but well, whatever. Anyway, but she was talking about how she has a half birthday, right? Which is, of course, not her actual birthday, but like, you know, the kind of the halfway mark between when her birthday is, like the 6-month mark from her birthday. And she was say that she's, you know, likes donuts and stuff like that, right? So the next time we met, I bought 2 donuts, and not just like cheap donuts. These were like, you know, the nice kind of premium donuts, right? I bought 2 of them, and they even come in like, you know, the nice box. You know, we go to those premium donut places. They actually come in like an actual fancy box. It came in that as well. And I gave them to her, right? And I said, you know, this is for your half birthday. But since it's your half birthday, it's going to be half a gift. So I took one of the donuts out, right? And so it's just the one donut left for her. And I thought, I don't know, I thought that was a pretty cool thing. And, you know, she says thank you and da-da-da and that kind of stuff. And, you know, but then that same day, like, she was like, she wanted to give the waitress a tip, but didn't have any money on her. And she was like, she says to me, do you mind if I give her this donut? You know, what I gave her. And of course, I said, yeah, sure, whatever, right? Because, you know, this is what you just do in the moment. But, you know, can't lie. I was kind of like, I mean, like, that's a gift. I mean, it's going to go give away a gift. Like, I put some thought into that, you know what I mean? Like, I put some thought into it. You're just going to give it to somebody? Like, you're just going to give it away? Like it don't matter. It's like, oh, you know, let me just give them this. It's like, oh, jeez. Like, yeah. I'm just there. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It wasn't fine. That wasn't fine. I mean, yeah. It was a while ago. It was a while ago. But anyway. I should have known then. I should have known then she wasn't the one. You live and learn, man. You live and learn. She decided to split. Something you don't have to do that indeed. Personal gifts, or like I said before, candles and bath bombs, even my favorite chocolates. I'm over the moon because it shows you're paying attention to the little things. Yeah. So, yeah. Do you buzz me? Donut. Use the guy I'm marrying. Awesome. All right. That's what I'm doing, Sam. I'm getting you some donuts. We both concern mind indelibly marks on my body. Yeah. Certain I guess it depends really on what her name is. Like if she's got like a real common name, then maybe you get lucky and the next guy has the same name. You know. But yeah, if it's like a rare name, you know, like a really kind of uncommon name, yeah, maybe don't, maybe don't. At last first, that's good. And I found the wrong one. Well. Me up. I'm gonna make your life hell. But how many donuts do I have to buy you to not make my life hell? Because now I have to kind of figure out if I could even afford that many donuts. Because like if we're talking like 5 donuts and you won't make my life hell, then I think I could stretch to 5 donuts. I could stretch to 5 donuts. We'll start getting more than 5 donuts. I'm gonna have to be like, I don't know, man. This is wait, a day though? 1 donut what, every day? Every day, or like 1 donut a day for a week and then never again? Like maybe that, yeah. 1 donut a day for a week and then I never have to do it again. But every day? Boy, that just I have to think about that one. Talking donuts, which shop does the best donuts in your guys' opinions? Oh, for me, I've got the answer for that one. Now 1 donut a day to keep the peace at bay. think Greg's to the worst. Okay. Worst donuts. Mr. Band there was Krispy Kremes. Yes, that is in my opinion. Krispy Kremes are good. Krispy Kremes are good. In my humble opinion, I wouldn't put them as. Actually, you know what? Let me rephrase that, because I feel like when we're talking about the best, it has to be kind of different from when we say favorite, right? I feel like the best is different from favorite. So when I say best donut, I'm talking about what I think, you know, tastes really good, has a really good texture, and just the overall just eating experience is just exquisite to me. Like that's what I mean when I say the best, just to kind of clear on what I mean. So if we're talking about plain donuts, like just a kind of a regular basic donut, I would say Krispy Kreme's glaze donut, the Krispy Kreme sugar glaze donut, is probably just the best plain kind of regular donut. But if I was to say the best donut that I've had, then I would go with the lime and coconut from what's the name of the company again called now? Crosstown Donuts. Yeah, Crosstown Donuts to a it's called a lime and coconut. And mate, it's so good. Like it's So yeah, that'd be my opinion on what I think the best donut for taste, for texture, for just overall eating experience. Yeah, the lime and coconut from Crosstown Donuts. Try Dunkin' Donuts there, right? Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts I used to like back in the day. Like, I think they were amongst the first premium donuts that I ever had were Dunkin' Donuts, and they were pretty good, you know. But I think by now I've experienced the world. And you like great custard donut, Krispy Kremes are my favorite. So Mr. Man, I'm telling you guys need a Coupland's Bakery because you're missing out on the vanilla slices. Yeah, you mentioned them before, so yeah, I might have to take a trip up whole way, innit? Try out these Coupland's. You know, it's with Greg's, if they're not fresh, they spoil fast. Yeah, I think that's true for a lot of places that aren't necessarily. I mean, I don't want to use the word expert. That might be the best word to use, but you know, places that don't necessarily specialize in places. You know, you like if you go to like Morrison's, for example. Morrison's do really nice donuts, but yeah, if they're not fresh, they're just eh. Yeah, I'll leave a Greg's donut till the next day. That is in London though, so they got all these fancy places. I'm more up north from him, and we have no H's choices. Oh, okay. And in the rap prank video, they left my baby hanging. Now he's gonna take his son. Well, that sounds a bit mean actually, but yeah, there's quite a few places in London that do really good donuts. Yeah, Crosstown is my favorite. There's also Donut Time, which are really good. Donut Time are just really kind of fancy in terms of like they'll just do like these crazy combinations, and they'll give you a donut with like layers on it, you know, like all kinds of like biscuits and creams and fruit and cherry, you know, just be like the donut and then like a bunch of things on top of it. Yeah, there's Dum Dum Donuttery, which is pretty good as well. So yeah, quite a few places, custard. I like caramel. It's one for me. I even check Coopers before. I have to try one day. If anyone's wanting to keep the vanilla slices fresh, I would send you one. I like Greg's Tottenham cake. Donuts. It's maybe, but not tried them. Donuts. Is that like where they sell like the donut balls? Like, you know, like you know, like in a donut where they have a circle, like so the bit is missing, and they just tell them it's like these donut balls. Is that the one? Slices, pastry, a thick layer of custard. You know, that's I like custard. Can't lie, man. Custard is one of my favorite things. So anything with custard in it, I'm already interested. Cookie Crumble is the new place in this area. It's a bit costly too. Cookie Crumble? Do they put custard on a crumble though? Because if they put custard on it, I might have to fly to Louisiana and try that too. Tasty. All right, guys. It is 11:45. So yeah, I'm gonna start getting ready to start winding this down. I think it's a play on Nottingham instead of. Oh, okay. Like, gotcha. Okay. All right, the custard. Not cold custard. Yeah, cold custard. I mean, it's fine. Like, I can do it, but not like in large amounts. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? If custard's cold and it's on your finger, you can lick it off. It's fine, right? But yeah, to pour cold custard on like a cake and then eat, nah. I want my custard hot for that case. You want it hot in that case. But yeah, custard. Trust, when I say custard goes with everything, that is not a joke. Custard goes with everything. There is not a single piece of food that custard does not go well with. I mean, it's probably loads, but still. it goes well with a lot of things. All right. So, next live stream should be this Friday. Playing some video games this Friday. Next week, so we start the TV shows next week. Let me check what the poll is so far. Like I said, I'll officially end it on Wednesday or Thursday, so there's still plenty of time to vote. You know, I'm in the wrong one. One sec, I'm in the wrong one. There's still plenty of time to vote. But the last time I checked, X-Files was in the lead. Let me just find it now. Let's see what took a while. Okay, so X-Files is still in the lead. Currently still in the lead. So there's been 7 votes. 29% has gone to The Walking Dead. X-Files is in the lead with 71%. And then 24. Nobody's voted for 24. Nobody wants to see 24. Man, I like 24 as well, but oh well. We go with what gets the most votes, and so far that is the X-Files. So it's looking like it's going to be X-Files, but we'll see where that officially ends. And I'll let you guys know which one. But yeah, next week we'll start the TV show. But yeah, I want to start a bit early than usual because I want to try. I think it's best to try and do 4 episodes. That way, it's not taking like forever and a day to get through. So I'm thinking to start maybe around 7 p.m. But you know, I'll try and confirm that a little bit later. But yeah, start a bit earlier. Try and get through 4 episodes of the X-Files, or at least 4 episodes, possibly 5, depending on how it works out. But we'll try and get through at least 4 episodes of the X-Files, or whichever show it ends up being. And yeah, and then that'd be, and then yeah, hopefully one day in the next maybe weeks or months or so, you know, hopefully we'll be able to start doing it, you know, one day for movies, the next day for TV shows, and then do that weekly. But until then, that might not be for a while. That might not be for a while. There's a few things that needs to be done and sorted, and a bunch of things I'm trying to get done and do this year as well. So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Well, as we catch up with the chat a little bit. It goes well with almost everything sweet. I mean everything. Well, everything. But yeah, it goes well with a lot of stuff. Like it goes well with chips. Like I know people don't believe when I say that, but custard and chips is. But yeah, trust we put custard on anything and it would be good, or anything solid. Actually, it's probably not true. Anything that begins with a C. Let me put it that way. So yeah, chips, crisps, cake, anything that begins with a C. That's what I'm saying. Custard goes at anything beginning with a C. So I was leading. Did you vote? No, I didn't vote. I thought it was probably best I don't vote. I'm not sure I can vote actually. Let me see. Can I vote? I don't think I can, but let me see real quick if I'm actually able to vote on this. No, I can't. I can't vote. I can't vote. You go on Charmed, X-Files, Las Vegas, Fast Lanes, you're an old school cat. Yeah, I remember a lot of those shows. I don't watch most of them. I only really watch X-Files, but yeah, I remember Charmed being on. What are you trying to say? This and the show. Oh yeah, The Shield. That was a good show. Supernatural was also a good show. Yeah, I remember that. Back a long way from receiving my pension. I mean, 20, 25 years? Bruh. It can go fast if you're not careful. Look at this chips in McFlurry. Ooh, that sounds nice, you know. Chips. I listen, I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds weird, but trust, chips and custard. One day, if you have a portion of chips, and if you just so happen to have a little bit of custard nearby, just try it. Just try it. You don't have to dip the whole. I get it. You maybe you don't want to dip the whole chips and pour the whole custard all over the chips right away. I get that. I get it. But just try it. Just a little bit of chips, want just a little bit of custard, and just try it. I promise you, it is so good. It's Jake's. It is. Just try just a little bit. What would I pick? Out of these three, oof. Out of these three, I don't know. I feel like I'd probably lean towards 24 or The Walking Dead. Mainly because I feel like I'd lean towards The Walking Dead because that's one I haven't completed. You know, I watched up to like season 8 or something like that, and then never saw the rest of it. So I think I'm leaning towards because of that. 24, that was just one of my favorite TV shows, like ever. And you know, I'm in one of the episodes, so you know, I'm a little bit biased. But yeah, no, I'm good with the X-Files. If that ends up winning, which it looks like it's gonna. I'm good with the X-Files. That was a great show back when it was on. I didn't complete that either, actually, come to think of it. I think I watched up to season 7 with the X-Files, and then I kind of tapped out afterwards. But yeah, maybe this time we'll actually complete that whole thing. That's a Cocoa Puffs banana milkshake. I might have to try that, you know. I think it will work. Cocoa Puffs and custard. I think definitely Cocoa Puffs and custard will work. Maybe not with the banana milkshake. That might make it a bit weird. But Cocoa Puffs in custard instead of like custard instead of milk, right? So use custard instead of milk, and maybe put some banana slices on it. Like just get like a banana and just slice it up. Which is what banana slices are. I probably didn't need to explain that, but I thought, yeah, you know, I think that will work. I might need to try that. You know, I think I would need to try that. Cocoa Puffs and custard, and then slice up a banana. I think that will work. I think that, yo, I want to try that. You know, I want to try that custard and cod. Okay, yeah, maybe that won't work. Maybe that won't work. So not everything beginning with a C. Not everything beginning with a C. But then again, you know what? Things sound weird and then it still tastes nice. So maybe. I mean, custard and chips sounds weird, but it tastes nice. So maybe custard and cods too. I'm just saying. It sounds weird. It sounds like it probably won't work, but it might. It might. In the time series. Open your own food stall, and if it's so good. No, because now I have to make it for other people, and that's long. That's long. I get sick, I'm hunting you down. Just try a little bit. I mean, hopefully you're not like lactose intolerant or anything like that. If you are, then maybe don't try it too much. But yeah, let's try a little bit. Let's try a little bit. Be fine. Be fine. Polls is where it's at. Be the one guy with no competition. Well, that is true. That is true. Stall selling chips and custard, you wouldn't even be able to give away. It might take some convincing, but once people start tasting it, they'll be like, hey, wait a minute. Custard and Cocoa Pops. A video of custard and Cocoa Pops. I think I did one of like, was it Cocoa Pops and banana? I did that one, didn't I? I'm sure I made that video, right? I made that video a while back. That was nice. I like that. Was a good combination. It was like the banana milkshake. But yeah. What do you reckon, guys? Cocoa Pops and custard video. Slice up some bananas. See what it's like. And maybe I'll start doing a series. Custard on everything. Just try various foods with custard poured on it and see how good they taste. That could be a new series of videos. Custard on everything. Custard and Cocoa Pops. I think custard and Cocoa Pops will work. I really think that will work. I'm imagining it now. I feel like that would work. Yeah, I feel like that will work. Custard and Cocoa Pops. Can't fool an old fool. Well, I mean, depends how much of a fool they are, but yeah. We need a video of that. So let's shut it down. Okay, then I would be doing Cocoa Poops. But it'd be worth it though. It'd be worth it. Yeah, we need that video to do it as a short. It would do numbers. Oh yeah, was it the what the vertical? Yeah. That's a good idea actually, especially now that the short videos are getting monetized. So maybe if it does really well, maybe it does really well. Like I could make a little cash, and I might need that money to pay a hospital bill. So it'd be a good idea. Just in case. I'm just saying. I think it would work, but I might be wrong. So just in case I need to pay for some hospital trips afterwards, be good if that video as well. Okay, so I haven't seen it yet, but I got 4 days off work from Friday. I'll watch it. Yeah, I promise. It's good. I'm trying it myself. I feel like that will work. The Cocoa Pops and custard, I really feel like that will work. Like, I'm just imagining it. And granted, I don't know how you imagine things and how it actually is. Could be completely different. I get that. But I really feel like that could work. Especially if I put the banana slices on it. I feel like that's going to be... But yeah. One day. Let me try and arrange a few things and see if we can shoot that video. But yeah, for now, I think it is time to start winding down. Train to Be I think it's subtitled, by the way. I don't know if you can get a dubbed version, but I think it is subtitled. Ambrosia birds. I think I usually get ambrosia actually when I buy custard. Yeah, I'm sure I've tried birds at some time or another, but I think I usually go with ambrosia. I mean, I don't know. To be honest, I couldn't tell if one's better than the other. I think I pretty much just reach for the one that's nearest to me, or whichever one I see. And ambrosia tends to be the one that I think is just there, and it comes in a carton, and you can just warm it up. You don't have to mix it with the ambrosia one. It comes like pre-made, just heat it up. So it's a bit convenient. Birds probably do like that as well, I'm sure. But the ambrosia one is just easy to spoil, and I can pick it. So. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the minute, methinks. So yeah, next live stream should be on Friday. Look out for some games on Friday. And then next week we'll start the TV shows. And then hopefully at some point we could have it a bit more streamlined. Tells me that you got work cut out for you if you want to be a Michelin star chef. Nah, I ain't trying to do that. That's long. Besides chefs, I see some of these chef shows and these guys are stressed out like all the time. Like all these like all these chefs called? I can't remember what their names like right now, but they're just stressed like all the time, like constant. I ain't trying to live like that. That's long. That's long. Listen, if I can make a sandwich, I'm good. I don't need to. I don't need to do gourmet. Learn how to do herbs and like. If I can make a good sandwich, I'm good. But yeah. But guys, yeah, that's gonna be it for the minute. You have been awesome as always. I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping it lively. Village is strong because you make it strong. We're only gonna get stronger. So until whenever, if ever, peace.